Today, we've experienced our city's first homicide, and it was a cold-blooded killer. All right, sorry for being late. Today, we've experienced our city's first homicide, and it was a cold-blooded killer. There's no other explanation I can give for it. The person that did this today is nothing but a cold-blooded killer. So I'm going to explain what happened. Keep in mind that this is an active investigation, so I'm going to give you what I can at this point. So today at approximately a little after 1 p.m., our officers were dispatched to 8907 Penn Avenue South, which is the Cho 2 restaurant. For those people from Bloomington, it was formerly called Oriental Jade. Once our officers arrived, they found 2 males who were shot. The suspect in this case was a male wearing a maroon hoodie and purple surgical gloves. The male walked into the business, brandished a weapon, and the patrons in there ended up wrestling with him. They were able to successfully push him out once. He tried to come back in again. They were able to successfully push him out one more time. And the third time he came back in, and that's when he shot the victim who is deceased. The victim is a 49-year-old male. Another 25-year-old male was shot in the leg and the buttocks. The 29-year-old male was a server at the restaurant, and the 49-year-old male was a frequent patron of the restaurant. Right now, all of our officers and detectives are out looking for this person. It's an active investigation, and we're going to continue to do our best to catch this person. To the person responsible for this, I'm going to say, do us a favor, all a favor, and just turn yourself in. In Bloomington, you don't get to shoot people and think you're going to enjoy the benefits of a free society, because our detectives are going to keep looking, and eventually we're going to lock you up. So just do us all a favor and turn yourself in. This is absolutely ridiculous, and this dude's a cold-blooded killer. To the victims' families, I send my condolences, and to the people that were in the restaurant that ended up fighting with this person, I send my condolences too, and we are providing them with resources and trying to connect them with the state of Minnesota's Crime Victims Reparations Board. So with that, I will take any questions you may have.
Do we know if they targeted this specific restaurant for any reason?
We don't know that at this point.
Was we heard from a witness that perhaps the suspect was wearing a Halloween mask or some sort of mask?
It's still active investigation at this point, so we're still trying to verify everything that we've been told.
Chief, had he ever been there before, this suspect?
We don't know. Yeah, we do not know who the suspect is at this time.
You guys have any idea about surveillance video, anything like that at this point?
There's a lot of cameras around, so we're in the process of doing what we can to obtain all the videos.
Is there a description you can put out?
We're still working on that, but right now, basically what I don't have much, is a male wearing a maroon hoodie, and he was about 5'8" to 5'9".
Did you find a weapon anywhere?
Yes, there was one weapon in the store, and we believe that he is also armed with another weapon at this point.
Is there a vehicle involved, Chief?
We're still investigating that.
Yes, the restaurant was targeted, but was the person who was shot seemingly targeted?
We don't know yet. We're still trying to piece together everything right now. I wish I had that information for you, but I don't want to speculate. At this point, our detectives are literally out there working right now trying to figure out what happened here.
Chief, your detectives are trying to process a scene where there's been an incident like this too before, just 2 doors down. I mean that. I mean that's got to be traumatic for them. It's got to be traumatic for everybody involved.
Yeah, so I think we had another incident, and don't quote me on this. I think it was maybe 2 years ago.
The shooting was particularly disturbing to the owner of Penn Lake Roast Beef 2 doors down.
There, 2 doors down. So this is the city's first homicide this year, and last year, the city of Bloomington, we had one homicide. So, yeah, it's the same spot in a 2-year period.
Who himself was shot during a robbery 2 years ago.
I was shocked. Oh my God, happened again. Oh my God,
Was there any indication of why or how they started wrestling, the customers started wrestling with the gunman? Was the gunman saying anything? Were they trying to protect the restaurant and the business? Can you characterize that?
So, we don't have that all pieced together yet, but it looked like he, what we've been told is he brandished the weapon when he first went in, and then that's when the patrons decided that they were going to engage with him. And like I said, they were able to get him out 2 times, and the 3rd time when he came back in is when he killed a person in cold blood.
Is that the right thing to do if you're in that situation in a restaurant?
Well, I think for each person is that the right thing to do? I think for each person, that's something that they got to decide. But obviously, I always personally lean on the side of fight. I mean, if you're going to come into a restaurant and you're going to try to pull a gun out, I'm going to do what I need to do. But I think that's a decision that each individual person might need to make.
Chief, how many shots fired? Any idea? Go ahead.
Yes, the 25-year-old, from what I was told, has non-life-threatening injuries at this point, and they are still in the hospital. How many shots? Multiple. We're still trying to figure that out right now, how many rounds were actually fired.
Chief, there was some initial radio traffic about a possible vehicle description here. Do we have a description to put out to the public right now? If they see something, let y'all know?
Yeah, not yet. Just so people are understanding, what we're trying to do now is go through all the video, and once we get something out, like something that we can put out to better describe this person, better describe the video, we will for sure be getting that out as quick as possible, because obviously we got to catch this person.
You were asking the public to stay away from the area earlier today. Do you believe that there's a danger?
I think the initial asking the public to stay away was just so we could process the scene. I mean, obviously, for those of you who were out there, it was a rather large crime scene. You had basically the whole shopping mall, including the front and the back. So we were just trying to make sure that we could do what we needed to do to get the evidence to be able to lock this person up once we catch him.
Chief, do you know how did he arrive walking in, or he drove a car to the plaza? Any idea how he got there and how he left?
So no, we don't know that yet. I mean, obviously, witnesses said he was on foot, and there were some witness statements that he got into a vehicle. So we're still trying to track all that down right now.
Do you know how many customers were involved in that altercation?
I think I can get back to you on that, but I think it was 4 or 5, but I don't have a specific number right now.
Were any of those folks armed, Chief, at all?
To my knowledge, none. So were any of the people armed? To my knowledge, none of the patrons in the restaurant were armed. The 25-year-old, I was told, was shot twice, and that's the victim that's in the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. The person that died, we don't know how many yet. Obviously, the medical examiner has to do that, but my understanding is he was shot multiple times.
Do you know where on the body?
It appeared to be in the midsection.
When you started and came in and said that he was a cold-blooded killer, pretty easy to tell that this isn't easy for you. But are you able to put into words just like what this is like for you, the first one of the year?
Yeah. It's so you asked what it's like for me. I really feel bad for the victim in this case, right? I mean, these people, they fought this dude, they got him out 3 times, and he comes back in and he shoots somebody. Cold-blooded killer. And we got to get him off the streets, period. To someone to have the gall and the gumption to do that, and my attitude is, you're not going to do that and think you're going to enjoy the benefits of a free society. We will find this person, and we will lock them up. But I really feel bad for the victim because it's Thanksgiving, right? I mean, families are getting together, you're in a restaurant eating, and this happens. So I just feel bad for the victims.
Chief, I'm sorry, somebody might have asked this, but
Yes, sir.
it does sound like this guy was targeted. And he walks in, he's pushing back against people, going after them. Seems like this one guy, this one victim. Does it seem like this was a targeted crime? Can you say that?
We don't know yet. We're still trying to determine what happened. If I had the information, seriously, I would give it to you because I think, for me, obviously we want to get as much information out there as possible so we can catch these people. And once we're able to get that out there, we'll be for sure to provide that to everybody because this cold-blooded killer needs to get locked up. And I hope that they decide to turn themselves in. But if they don't, we're going to find them and we're going to lock them up, period. You don't get to do that in this city and think you're going to get away with it. And like I said, once we get a little bit more information we can get out, we'll for sure get it into people's hands. Thanks.
Thanks, Chief.
Yep.
People sleep peaceably in their beds at night because rough men stand ready to do violence on their behalf.